Hello everyone, this is the V-Man and welcome. Can you imagine? We are back once again on Spa Francorchamps with Gr.3 cars as a part of a daily race B. We already had Spa Francorchamps last week, I think, or week before that, with N300 cars or with Toyota Supra in particular. And while I was practicing that week, past week, I was losing my mind because no matter what I did, I couldn't set a decent qualification lap time with that Toyota Supra. I was 0.7, 0.8 seconds slower from the fastest lap time set at the moment. I was practicing for 4 or 5 hours, I think, and I couldn't do better than that. But clearly that practicing session did good to my driving skill, because on this track, or today on daily race B with Gr.3 cars, after just a couple of laps I was able to set a decent qualification lap time. So immediately after that I decided to enter a race. This is the first race. I'm going to show you a couple of them. I was not that consistent. I made a couple of mistakes that cost me places, positions, but okay, as I said, I entered the race after a short practicing session, so that was the consequence. But still, I didn't want to waste 4 or 5 hours on practicing and then to enter the race and to have a bad result and to lose a lot of points. So I think that the better strategy is to just practice a bit, set a decent lap time if you can, and then enter the race. British guy in front of me going to Eau Rouge made a mistake, so I was able to overtake him after the Camel Straight. And here I was very insecure going to this corner. I was oversteering. British guy was still very close to me and going downhill towards the next corner, and he muscles his way through, and now I'm on a 10th position for a short period of time, but I was then a bit aggressive and I came back to a 9th place. Okay, British guy behind me was annoyed. I know I was too aggressive, sorry for that, but okay, it's all racing, I think. So things settle down a bit here, going into the third and a final lap. I almost went off the track here, but thankfully everything ended well, so I will finish this first race on a 9th position. Lobby puts me into the 9th position, so I finished there and I will not lose points. Always a good thing, as I am always saying. Let's go straight into the next race. I will start 9th here again, but this time Lobby puts me on the 10th place, so I have 1 position of room to go below, so everything above 9th place will be good. Race started, following British guy in front of me. I think this is Toyota Supra Gr.3 car, I don't know, I'm not sure. That's a strange livery. Into the first corner. Very important to do it well, because we have Eau Rouge, which is done flat out, then we have a long Camel Straight. So as I said, very important to do first corner well. Going through Eau Rouge, you need to be very focused every time. Following British guy, using a slipstream. I think that Italian guy made a mistake, or somebody pushed him off the track, I don't know, so I am on a 8th position. Over the Camel Straight, on the brakes. So far so good, a little bit wide. As I was saying, practicing session was short, so this is the reason why I was struggling with my pace. But okay, I will establish my pace during the race itself. Better that than during the practicing session. And going downhill, I caught up with the British guy in front of me. Looking for my opportunity, as always, to build up my position to attack. 8th place. A bit wide once again, a bit slow. I'm somewhat safe from Italian guy who is behind me, but when cars start to pack up like this, quickly car behind will catch up. I need to be very careful here. I don't want to push anyone out of the track. And going on to the corner onto the right, I went a bit wide. Italian guy took advantage of that, so he is now in front of me. But still, we are going over the Blanchimon. I'm using slipstream. Maybe I can build up my position to attack in the next corner, because after Blanchimon we are going to the chicane. On to the right is the first part of the chicane, so maybe that's my opportunity to attack, but no, I was far away, and of course I went wide, made a mistake. Spanish guy in a Renault behind was really close. My tires are dirty now. I was defending position here just in case, and on the brakes of course I will go wide once again. Spanish guy was almost there, but I had a better exit and I was able to defend my position. And this is the third and the final lap. Italian guy pushed the guy off the track. Very naughty move. I'm following him, going towards the Eau Rouge in this third and the final lap. Very close proximity racing. 9th position for me, so far so good. I'm satisfied with that as long as I'm not losing points. Over the Camel Straight, I'm going on to the right. This VW is very fast car on the straight, as you can see. On the brakes, and I tried to avoid him. I think I started to brake late, that was my mistake, and I pushed one guy off the track. I was apologizing after the race, of course, and he was totally cool about it. My mistake, I didn't saw my reference point on where to brake, and I made a mistake, and I was totally off the pace. And here I clipped the grass one time, then went totally off the track, and I will finish on a 15th position. So unfortunately on this race I lost some points, but I'm continuing with the racing, so looking for a good result in the next race. I'm on a 10th position here. Race started immediately. We are close to the British guy in front of me, but he had a better exit. Into the first corner. Nothing especially was happening, so we are going to skip into the second lap, going towards the Eau Rouge. I caught up with a British guy, or I stayed with him. He didn't build a gap. Over the Camel Straight, a lot of cars in close range. Now I will be careful on brakes not to push anyone, just like in previous race. I was going wide. British guy behind me in Audi was looking for his move for opportunity, and he did it well here. He went on the outside. So really nice move, I must admit. I'm on a 10th position. And I think the lobby puts me here on the 16th place or 15th. So I was in a decent lobby here with my lap time of 2:18.3. I had... what a mess here. I mean, real mess. As I was saying, I had 42 or 43,000 points, and still I was 15th by points, by strength. So I think this is a very good lobby. After all of that mess, I am still on a 10th position. But now a lot of us are very close, and I went on the inside here. So one position up. Once again over the Blanchimon. Now the Finn guy behind me is very close. He is looking for a move, looking for a position to attack. I'm defending here on the brakes. Everything went well. And no, I went oversteering, but still I had a better exit from the guys behind. somehow I defended that position. I don't know what happened there. And going into the third and the final lap, I am managing so far. I keep those guys behind me, but they are right on me like a pack of wolves. Going through Eau Rouge, third and a final time in this race. Finn guy is very close, going on to my right, and look at the British guy in front of me. He's going all the way to the right, and that enables Finn guy to use slipstream, so this is the reason why he went in front of me so easily. On the brakes, again I went wide, a little bit sloppy, insecure driving, but okay. As I was saying, I was establishing my pace during the race itself, and you already know that I'm sloppy in first couple of laps in every race, but I'm doing my best. Following Finn guy, behind me is another Finn guy, so following Finn guy, defending from a Finn guy. Things settle down a bit, we are on the same distance. Towards the Blanchimont, couple of corners left until the Blanchimont, and going out of the corner here, and once again I clipped the AstroTurf, smacked the barrier. Game awarded me 1.5 second penalty, thank you game. So I was losing positions here, and eventually that Audi behind me went by me. Very unfortunate moment. I clipped the grass, or sorry, AstroTurf went off the track, but okay, those things happened. Those things are just a reality check, you know. So here I went oversteering, and then I had a really good exit, and look at this salty move from this British guy. Okay man, I have 1.5 second penalty. Either way I'm going to be behind you, but okay. He did that on purpose, clearly. Let's move on. So after that I decided to practice some more, and I was able to improve my qualification lap time on 2:18, so that means 0.3 seconds better lap time. And immediately going into the next race I started second here. That was a good thing. I was chasing German guy in front of me in Audi, and I came close to him after Camel Straight, but he was better on brakes going into the chicane after the Camel Straight, and that is the closest I came up to him. He was able to increase his gap and to maintain that gap until the end of the race. That was that moment. I was really close, but as I said, he increased his gap and I finished on second position. So I was fourth by strength here by points, that is good. And we are now going into the next race. In this race we had Super GT and his second account, I think. And I will start 5th here, and Lobby puts me into the 12th place. So once again I was in a decent lobby. I lost some points in previous races, but I was able to have good result here. So I retrieved all of that lost points. Nothing especially was happening here. So after this race I finished 5th, and I, as I said, retrieved all points, and I am now on 43,500 points. So we are moving on, grinding towards the A+ rating. And this is it for today. If you like this video, click the like button. If you would like to watch or to listen some more, do subscribe, turn your notifications on. I will try to upload 3 videos per week, that's my plan. You can check out my Facebook page, the link is in the description. So thanks for watching, see you next time. The V-Man is out.